morning! Today I'm going to be sharing with you what I have eaten today as a whole food vegan, including the full recipes. I always like to start my day by picking a oracle card. In this case, these are the Ascended Master Oracle cards. Then I like to do a quick meditation in the morning, which I'll fast forward through here because it's not very interesting to look at. Then it's time to go downstairs for a cup of tea. And the weather is freezing today. It's actually snowing, and yes, this is snow in the UK. I love this kettle. It's my pride and joy. It's my American boiler on the stove kettle, and I like to start my morning with the soothing, comforting sound of this beautiful thing boiling on the stove. I tend to have a normal cup of English breakfast tea. I use these tea bags, Clipper, organic everyday tea, and I always have my English breakfast tea with oat milk. I'm just going to prep my bowl at the same time and get that ready to make my breakfast of choice when it is technically snowing, inverted commas, outside, and that today is going to be porridge. As you can see, I like to stock up on the Oatly. My absolute favourite is the fresh Oatly, which is the whole Oatly. And I like to also use this Alpro one, which is also oat milk, but it's a bit cheaper, so I use it in my porridge because I don't really notice the difference. It's only really in my tea that I like to use the whole Oatly drink. I would normally drink my tea and tidy the kitchen at this point, but here's me looking awkward because I already tidied the kitchen before I started filming. So that it doesn't look like I live in a pigsty. And now it's time to make breakfast. So this morning I'm going to be making this gorgeous breakfast. This is absolutely perfect for those days when it's a bit colder and you want something comforting to have for breakfast. So this is porridge with organic blueberries, walnuts, cacao nibs, organic desiccated coconut, and it's all made with oat milk. So to start off with, all I'm going to be doing is adding around 3 dessert spoons of oats into a bowl, and I'm going to add some oat milk onto those oats. If I have time, I'll let them soak, but this morning I'm just going to put it straight in the microwave for around 2 minutes or so, and then grab it out. I'm going to be adding some organic desiccated coconut, and also my absolute favourite, which is cacao nibs. These are filled with good stuff, including magnesium, which is apparently quite difficult to get in your diet otherwise, so I always have my cacao nibs. They are a bit weird to eat raw, but trust me, in this porridge with the coconut, they are amazing. I'm then going to go ahead and add some organic blueberries onto my oats and just stir those through, and then I'm going to top the porridge off with my other favourite thing, which is walnuts. I absolutely love adding nuts to my porridge because it's the kind of thing that I don't really tend to snack on otherwise. Then I'm going to add a bit of natural sweetener in the form of maple syrup. Now my breakfast is ready, I'm going to go ahead and take my vitamins as well. These are the vitamins that I always take every day. So we've got here a veg one from the Vegan Society, but also a botanical high strength vitamin D.
So today is Bridie's Day, apparently. Well, February the 1st, February the 2nd.
Shakira, Shakira. I know this is what I eat in a day, but I also wanted to highlight that I like to drink at least 2 of these a day, and these hold roughly about 800 mils, so at least 1.5 liters of water every single day, if not 2. Time for lunch, folks! Now I know it seems weird to be eating a salad when it is pretty much kind of snowing outside, but with this warm cashew creamy dressing on top, this does not feel like a cold salad. It is absolutely amazing. The first thing I'm going to do to prep the salad is to soak the cashews. So I'm just going to chuck in some cashews into, I'm using the NutriBullet plastic holder thingy, and you can see that I'm putting roughly around 2 tablespoons in, but that's for 1 person, so you could add more if you like. Then I'm going to add in some liquid aminos, which is basically the saltiness. So if you don't have this, you can use tamari or just plain salt if you prefer. I'm also going to add some onion powder and garlic powder as well, roughly around 1 teaspoon of garlic powder and around 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder. I'm then going to add a lot of nutritional yeast flakes into this because it gives it that cheesy, creamy flavour. These are so good, so add in as many as you like. Then I'm going to go ahead and top this up with some freshly boiled water just to cover the top of the ingredients, and then I'm going to leave it to soak while I prep the greens. Now I know this looks manky, but bear with me, I'm telling you, when it's all whizzed up, it's absolutely amazing. I'm also going to be adding some falafels on top of my salad today. These are the ones I'm using, and these are from Good Life. Once the leaves are all clean, I'm going to go ahead and add these to a bowl with another bag of mixed salad that I had lying around as well. I'm then going to go ahead and add some spring onion, some cucumber, some cherry tomatoes, and also, of course, some avocado. One of my top tips for making your salad extra healthy is to think, what can I add on this to make it even more amazing? So one of my favorite things to add is some kind of seed. Here I'm using pumpkin seeds, but you could also use sunflower seeds or even pecans or walnuts as well. I'm then adding a squeeze of lime, some Aleppo flakes, which is like a light chili flavour, and then my absolute favourite thing to add to a salad, thanks to Ellen Fisher, is sauerkraut. This I actually just pick up from Tesco, and yeah, it's great just on top of a salad. Then I'm going to go ahead and add a vegan staple, which is hummus, and then I'm going to whiz up my dressing, ready to add on top. So good. Once my lunch has gone down, I like to snack on various things throughout the day, and at the moment my absolute obsession is these amazing muffins, which are made of like really ripe bananas and also grated carrots as well, and they are so good. The full recipe is on the Deliciously Ella app, and I also talk about these muffins in my last video as well, so check that out below. I like to have at least one more cup of tea throughout the day. I am a tea person, even though I'm trying to reduce my tea intake. So I'm gonna have this muffin with a cup of tea as a nice little mid-afternoon snack. Tonight I'm going to be making this Mexican-inspired burrito bowl, which is absolutely delicious. This is made up of roasted sweet potato in paprika and garlic, some fried black beans in some cumin and some more paprika, and then we've got some fried sweet corn, some brown rice, and also some guacamole. This is huge! What? I'm going to start by prepping the sweet potato, so basically just putting this into relatively small chunks so I can cook it in the oven with the spices. And I'm going to put over a tiny bit of the avocado and rapeseed oil, which is the only oil that I tend to really use. So just a little splash of that so that it roasts nicely. And then I'm going to add roughly 2 teaspoons of smoked paprika, 2 cloves of garlic crushed, and then I'm going to mix that around. I'm going to pop that in the oven for around 30 to 40 minutes, depending on how big those chunks are. This was about 40 minutes in the oven at around 180 degrees Fahrenheit. Whilst that's in the oven, I'm going to prepare the black beans. So all that I've added into this frying pan is around 1 tablespoon of tomato puree, 1 teaspoon of coconut sugar, 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika, half a teaspoon of chipotle chili flakes, 2 cloves of garlic crushed, and also salt and pepper to taste. Then I'm just going to fry this off, adding a bit of water as necessary to stop it from sticking, and then I'm going to go ahead and add a tin of organic black beans and just cook those through. Once the sweet potato is cooked and out the oven, I'm just going to quickly fry up some sweet corn in the pan. And then to speed everything up, I like to use this amazing invention, which is microwavable whole grain rice, which I would like to say I don't use very often, but basically I can never be bothered to cook brown rice from scratch. And so these are a great thing. Once everything's cooked, I'm just going to assemble that into a lovely, delicious Mexican burrito bowl. And I'm topping all of this with some homemade guacamole and also some coconut yogurt as well as some finely chopped coriander and also red onion. Then it's time to snack once again. This time I'm going for something really simple. I'm just literally having an apple. Pink lady apples are my absolute favourites. I'm going to have that. And then what I sometimes have as well into the evening when I get hungry again is this kind of crazy looking bread, which is my whole grain rye bread. And I just get that from Tesco, and I often have this Meridian cocoa and hazelnut butter on top, which is just delicious. I mean, look at it. It is so nice. It's like a really healthy Nutella. That's the only way I can describe it to you. So tasty. It's so good. And I also sometimes dip my apple into that as well. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed those recipes and all the food that I ate in a day. I am hoping to make lots more videos of these for you. So if you enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up and hit subscribe so I know which videos you would like to see more of.